Welcome to December, and it is almost Christmas. You guys will see that my glasses are reflecting a lot more than they used to, so it's distracting me. What I am going to do is I'm just going to put my glasses on my head, and then I'm going to talk to the green light. At least I can see the green light. I can't exactly see myself on the screen, but I'll pop the glasses back on when I have to stop the recording. So looking at the human tradition that we have of goal setting, I thought it would be interesting to look at managing expectations. So when we go into a new year, we have this habit of creating goals. Not all of us, but that seems to be the trend, and it has been with us for quite a few years. A lot of us do weight loss goals. Like, you know what, I'm going to start gymming, I'm going to start doing this, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to do this, I'm going to quit smoking, whatever the case may be. The challenge for me comes in when you don't reach that goal. You look back and you go like, I'm a failure. And that for me is what we need to address today. Goal setting is a very interesting thing. We should do goal setting. We should have an idea of where we want to go and what we want to do, but we really should not sweat the details. So imagine your goal setting as the bull eyes that you are putting up while you are shooting bow and arrow, or target shooting for that matter. So you walk up and you put it down and you go back to where you're supposed to shoot from, and you have a look at your ammunition and whatever you're shooting with. For some or the other odd reason, a bow and an arrow comes up for me today, so a bow and an arrow. Although I don't own a bow and arrow, that's not the point. The point is that's the idea that comes to mind. So looking at the bow and arrow where I am standing, I am aiming at the bullseye that I have erected on that side. And I am doing my best to hit the bullseye. It doesn't mean I might just hit the target. But if I expected to hit the bullseye every time I shoot the arrow, the times that I hit the target but not the center, I'm going to be disappointed instead of celebrating the fact that I actually hit the target. You could have missed it completely. You didn't. You still hit it. You might not have gotten the bullseye that you wanted, but the fact remains that your arrow is on the target, which is better than next to the target in the grass. That being said and done, we need to be very conscious of the fact that we need to... Sorry, I almost took myself out there, coughing and sneezing and everything at the same time. So we need to be very conscious of the fact that, yes, we have set a goal. In other words, we want to shoot a bow and arrow at a target. We would like to hit the target. The more you practice with your goal, in other words, you understand that you need to try a little bit harder. You need to put time into it. You need an action plan. So what does an action plan look like? Now, a lot of people would think that an action plan is something that you need to follow step by step. That's not necessarily the truth. It's to remove the barrier in your head that tells you this is impossible. I'm going to repeat that again. Action steps to the goals that we want to reach is not supposed to be followed letter for letter, word for word. It's for us to realize that our goal is attainable. So it's to remove the barrier that we have that tells us, oh, that's impossible, or that will never happen to me, or that will never be my reality. And that is where the secret lies in goal setting for next year. If you are really serious about stopping smoking, And I'm an old smoker, so if you don't want to stop, don't stop. Please don't think I'm telling you to stop smoking. I made my choice and I'm happy with it. And that's the only reason why I could follow through. It's because nobody forced me to do it. I decided to do it. So it's easier when you decide to do something to actually follow through with it. So let's use me as an example. I want to stop smoking and it looks like this amazing mountain in front of me. I don't know where to start. Well, first off, how am I going to curb the cravings? Write down, do research, Google. There's gum that you can chew, there's medication that you can take. There are different things you can do to stop smoking. But it seems unattainable if I don't have action steps. So now I start with these action steps and I go and buy, for instance, gum. And I'm chewing the gum and I am smoking less. So, I'm trying real hard and then I stop smoking and then I have a cigarette and then I feel like a failure. Why? So when you look at dance moves, you've got steps forward, you've got twirls, and sometimes you have to take a step or two back. Doesn't mean that the whole dance is ruined. You just pick up and you go on where you left off. Because the reality is, you have made progress. You see, we tend to look at goals as these mountains, sometimes they are, and we don't have the right gear, mindset, to climb the mountain. In other words, we don't gather the resources needed. Somebody that knows the mountain, somebody that can give you guidance, the correct equipment that you will need to be able to climb the mountain. And then when you're halfway up the mountain and you slip a little bit, do you quit? Do you go like, I slipped down a meter, I'm done, I'm not going to climb this mountain anymore, pack everything up, let's go? Or do you go like, well, I am quarter of the way up, thank goodness I had the equipment to, stop the fall all the way back to the ground, but where I am now, I'm going to go from here and I'm going to continue my journey. And I think that is the message that needs to come over today, so loud and clear, is the fact that even if you slide a little bit, don't give up on your goal. Write down those action steps. Write down what you need. Do you need people to support you, to check up on you on a daily basis, cheer you on? Let me know. Okay, now I'm going to put my eyes back so that I can fix my hair and stop recording. Love you, bye.